Right, that's the top of the hour. So, let's get into it. One moment. Why is it not changing? There we go. Okay. So, Power Wash Simulator just recently released a new pack of free levels. Or rather, a free pack of new levels. Let's say it that way. The Muckingham Files Part 6, which adds the Sculpture Park and the subway train. So, of course, as is the way, I will be playing this. And considering it's only 2 levels, I may finish it pretty quickly. It depends on the size of the levels and their complexity. So if I finish it particularly early, I'm planning to switch over to a game called Tainted Grail. If you've recently heard of Tainted Grail, you're probably thinking of the sequel. I'm talking about the original. They are completely different genres, by the way. So, I'm just going to jump into things, and we can start with the subway. Welcome back to Muckingham's subway systems. Following yesterday's spring festivals, our subway system suffered a 314.1% increase in train defacement, considerably more than the predicted 5.9%. Consequently, we've made the difficult decision to commission a power washer and face a 2.65% hit to our annual contingency cleaning budget. Okay. Let's go. The subway will be clean. Probably for the first time ever. Ah, this is an actual level that you clean. Like, the station itself is a level that you clean. I need to make sure I lock my scroll wheel. There we go. I recognise this place. There's posters all over the place. Wait. Okay. Thankfully, the side of the train that's against the wall is clean. Let's get started. Hey, Wishy, what you up to? Harper, the good man, sort of. A window? This morning at Jess's Antiques, and I've already been sent to Muckingham to pick up a Rococo base. What? A Rococo basket base? What the heck is a basket base? Wanted to say, ma'am, your hunt is over. 'Tis I. No, you're a basket case. Da-da-da-da. But, you know, never reveal your full weirdness on day one. No, but you would have just been wrong anyway. You're a basket case, not a basket base. You're going to be insane, you at least need to get it right. How's your day shaping up? You are doing Genshin wishes now. You've gone back to playing Genshin then? Or have you just not stopped playing? That would be the more likely thing, I guess. I'm still seeing... Oh, it's the wall itself that's still got stuff on it. Okay. Probably this edge. Yes! Hang on. We've got to use the biggest nozzle to make sure we can actually see the graffiti. Moose Claw. You're using a Genshin Wishes Sin. I can't say I understand why. Like, I can make an educated guess as to what that would mean, but I don't understand why someone would play it. Or use it. Get the walls. There we go. This is just typical graffiti, nothing special to look at. To gamble safely. But you have the option of not gambling. I guess if you're somebody who likes the random chance, then it's better than just playing as is and actually spending money. So sure, I guess I can understand. The dinging is off. It's not for me. Is there a disconnect between the audio and the video? 'Cause as far as I'm seeing and hearing, the dings are happening when a thing becomes clean. The problem is, I don't think I have any way to influence that. Like, I'm like 99.9%. Oh, there's a cool sun. But yeah, I'm pretty sure OBS does not give me options for offsetting sound and video. To you, it dings 2 to 4 seconds after. Jesus. Okay. Have you tried refreshing the page? Because, like, I'm pretty damn sure that's not a thing I can influence with OBS. A car exterior is almost done. I assume there's going to be like A, B, and C cars. Oh wait, there's the roof as well. Oh. Actually, since we're doing the interior, it might only be A and B. Refreshing did dick. Damn. Be gone, Rust. Okay. I don't know if there's anything I can do to help you, Mel. Because, like, I'm so sure there's nothing in OBS that disconnects sound and audio. At least nothing that I would have changed with my basically default settings. So, sucks to be you. Get right. Well, that's it. Nope, that is not a closed door, that's just a handle to hold. Which I guess makes sense because if you're going to be on the outside of a train, you kind of want something to hold. Game audio is completely off, even if the water noise is delayed by a few seconds. Even the water noise is delayed by a few seconds. I imagine my voice is probably also delayed, and you just have nothing to reference that against. Because, like, if I go on, off, on, off, I'll bet that the video is a few seconds behind me saying that. Just the game. Okay. let's see. What will I see if I... Hang on. I need to have something close to dinging so that I can be looking at OBS. Apparently the wall was not close enough to dinging. No, OBS is showing me everything happening as it happens. I do not know what the problem is, Mel. Where's my step stool? I need to get up. Let me up. Rooftop. Rooftop. But yeah, I do not know what the problem is then, Mel, because if it was an issue with OBS... Wait, there's still rhyme down there in the doorway. I'm going for it. Got it. And the handle. Yes. But yeah, if the issue was OBS as a whole disconnecting the audio and video, my voice would also be disconnected, because I do not have multiple channels set up. I tried looking at that for the sake of editing VODs or whatever, and I had like 5 seconds of looking and got distracted and stopped. So I only have one audio channel. Everything just goes. Okay, technically I've got 2 audio channels, but they get combined when the stream actually goes through. So it's functionally one audio channel. One audio output, I suppose, is the better term. Unless that's something that OBS automatically does, of having the 2 channels for the stream? I do not know. Like, if my voice was also offset, I would say there's something wrong with the stream, and I'd try doing something. Like, stop the stream and then start it again or something. But if with my voice, if my voice is timed correctly, then I legitimately do not know. I mean, I could just turn off the game audio. All the audio you are getting from the game is hose spray noise. And dings, I guess. Okay, car A exterior. Done. Let's do the roofs of the other 2 so that I don't have to get back up again. Back down the subway. Nice. Sure thing, Harper. Nice indeed. Bet they need you after yesterday. But ding is satisfying. Is ding satisfying if it doesn't happen at the right time, though? Bucket Fest got pretty wild from what I saw on Watcher. To be fair, 5 towns all having their fests on the same day was never going to end well. Yeah. Having a bunch of things all happen at the same time just isn't great. Okay, and we've only got the 2 train cars because we've got the interiors to do as well. This one's much more red, but it's not giving the rust difficulty with it. It's also not telling me in the upper left what this is. So, I don't know. I guess we've got red paint on this train. Mech, hello, hello. How you doing? Resetting the game might fix. That is a good point. The paint is actually blood. Yeah, okay. Once I've finished these roofs, I will go and reset the game. Like, do a full turn off and on again. See if maybe there is some effect from that. But, like, I'm hearing everything at the right time. So, I don't know what's going to fix the offset, Mel. Unless Mech right now tells us that there is no audio offset, and it's all in your head. Okay, that's the roofs done. Get me down. Finish cleaning the exterior of car B, and then we can go to the interiors. Let me through. Let me through. Also, I am sorry to hear that you have a headache there, Mick. Headaches are never fun. Two-second delay of the audio for Mick. Okay. So there's definitely something going on there. Alright, I'm going to, real quick, quit the game. Open it up again. And hopefully, when I get back in, the offset will no longer be there. The game is making me accept a privacy policy every time I open it as well. No, not here. Bonus jobs, this one, resume. The music is getting rather loud. It's not overwhelming my voice, judging by the bars, so that's fine. Okay. Let's see if that has fixed. We are going to ding. If these dings are still happening at the wrong times, I don't know what to do. It's like, going by what you said, Mel, it's not like the stream audio is offset compared to the stream video. It's purely the game audio. Still off. I'm hearing everything at the right time. Let's see. I go into the settings. Okay, everything for the audio is set as standard. Advanced audio properties? Nope. That is balancing the left and right. Okay. Yeah. OBS has nothing special going on. Nothing special at all. So, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I'm hearing everything at the right timing. I've got no settings that would make the game audio specifically be delayed. I just don't know. LFAM first? DM second? Okay. I assume LF and DM are initials for two of the locations. Neither of them are Muckingham. So, goodbye. We care not for your rankings. There we go. Yep, got the door. Graffiti must go. Graffiti must go. These windows are opaque as hell. Downtown Muckingham. Sure. What would LF be then? Well, hey, got all the window there. In a door. Bing, 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 bing. Hell yeah. The Lost Forest, right. We've just had someone going between the Lost Forest of Hyrule and Muckingham. I have no clue what this is meant to say. Y-E-L-J-E? I don't know. I'm erasing it. Your heartfelt messages are being washed away. This is egg. Why is there egg on this part? Horrid people throwing eggs at things. Ding-da-ding. All the dings. Ding 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 ding. We are so close to being finished with the exterior. So close. Yeah, someone definitely didn't like this car. Which part of the door am I missing? Is it all that? No, that's part of the wall. Oh, got it. Apparently there was just a little bit at the bottom edge. Okay. And... exterior's complete. Now for the insides. Does the white nozzle work for this? Yes. Surprisingly. Start from a starting point. So long as I have a starting point to work from, all is good. So am I able to, like, close? Yes! Okay. Had to have a way to close the doors. Genuinely loving this drive. Good for you, Harper. Having a quick pit stop to stretch my legs and take in the view. It's a good idea on a long drive. Take a break when you can. I don't drive, though. Almost forgotten how spectacular our country is. Good. The split screen. The new unique split screen TV experience from Sequela. Watch TV and play 50-50. Work together separately, happily. What? Okay, so you can just have two TVs essentially. Two TVs for the price of one? Probably not. It's probably the price of two. Okay. Hi. Now that's graffiti. Erase it. Soap up. Soap comes to the Prima Vista range of power washers. Clean the toughest dirt. Apply to any surface. Just add soap and wash away. Coming soon. I've got to jump to get the things. Because there's a little nook. Yeah, that's fine, Mel. I don't drive either. Well, I can't drive either. And also don't. I could learn to drive, but it stresses me out so much. Just the concept of driving. Okay. This is a separate ceiling panel from that, I think. Yes, excellent. So now we can work our way along this way. I think that was a slice of bread that I just washed away. Yeah, I get that, Mel. Anxiety to the extreme. This is the next endpoint, or segment rather. We shall break it down and take it all step by step. Go. Ooh. We've actually got... Hang on, so we've actually got a layout here. Muckingham, Pumpton, Detergento, Power Falls, Fumarole, Scoria, La Harlem, Caldera City, Basaltimore, Washingham, Buckerton, Spongeley, Lubri City, Moppingham, Sprayers, Blemichigan, Suds East, and Sparkleton. And then this one's the same on the other side. Not anxiety, Tourette's. Oh, okay. Not able to drive or get behind the wheel if you have Tourette's. Okay. I guess it's the sort where, like, it's not just saying things, but like having tics that are like physical twitches, which would make driving rather dangerous. It's like verbal tics I don't think would be a problem with driving, but physical ones would. For the most part, you have physical tics. Fair enough. Clean the floor. Excellent. Excellent. I'm probably missing so many small things. Please keep your gnome off the seats. There's going to be a gnome in here somewhere, isn't there? And it will be on a seat. Breaking the rules. Also, I just power washed a plug socket. Like, it's not a problem for me, but if anyone wants to use that later on, it may just not work. So, hopefully it'll dry out. Not my concern, though. It's not my problem to worry about. All the dings. What am I missing? There we go. I don't know what I was missing, but I was missing something. Okay. And this pole. Okay. We've... Gnome! Gnome on the seats! No gnomes! In fact, you sit right here. You would put your gnome in a seat. The seat gnomes are get evicted, Mel. They aren't allowed. This one's tough. It's real grime. On this episode of True Crime. Green chair. Oh. Under the lip. Of course. Get down there. Come on. Complete seat. There we go. I think before I washed this away partly, it looks like it was a skeleton holding a bone and wearing a hard hat. Which, like, good for that skeleton. He got a job, became a productive member of society. Not many undead can do that. Bouncing around on things. Just been roadblocked in Pumpton by a duck and a goat. What? Well, that's a statement. Calm down, fellas. Just passing through. Roadblocked by a duck and a goat. They must be pretty damn determined. Gonna try picking them some choice boysenberries from a high branch to tempt them away. I am seeing bits that aren't going. There we go. Huh. Okay, this is something I have never seen on Australian trains. A standing seat. It's not like a fold-down seat. It's just a standing one that you can lean against. Interesting. I don't know if it would be... like, if it would have any different value from... like, a fold-down seat. I have no clue. I guess it does take up less space than even a fold-down seat, because it's just part of the wall, essentially. So you don't have to... like... you don't have to have it sticking out at all. But at the same time, well... yeah, having something that takes up less space isn't bad, because then it's more space for, like, wheelchairs and such. But at the same time, you're not fitting a wheelchair in here. The pole makes sure of that. Speaking of poles. 2. Not 3 yet. This side. Yep. Now 3. And 4. Muckingham Real Estate Co. Affordable real estate. We'll help you take your business to the next level. Sure. Call for an appointment. 459-666-667. They couldn't quite get that 666-666. Either for wheelchair people or people with strollers. Yeah, that would make sense, the standing seats being for those who just can't use a seat and need the extra space. But at the same time, in Australia, we've got those folding seats, and they leave enough room for you to have either a wheelchair or a stroller or anything like that, and you can fit it and sit comfortably. Just in front of the seats. All the dings. We are almost finished with the interior of Car B. Then we will only have the interior of Car A, and anything I've missed. Which is probably a lot. That's done. Apparently this divider's not done, but now it is. Don't know what I got there. Learn how to abseil. Get to those hard-to-reach areas. Aspiring abseilers are required to purchase their own insurance package and sign a waiver stating the teachers cannot be held responsible for abseiling related mishaps. Lessons from $20 an hour. Right. That... How does... Okay. I don't think abseiling really does that much to help you reach hard-to-reach places either, because it's mainly for going down. You can go up, I believe, but it's a lot more work, and you need to have something attached at the top already to have the rope there. Do not lean on door. Yeah, leaning on any door is a stupid idea. What am I missing on this poster? That, apparently. Muckingham Spring Festival. Quizzes. Bouncy Castle. Street food. Face painting. Meet Freya Petrescu, the new mayor. See Ulysses put on the hat. This weekend, Muckingham Recreation Grounds. We also have an entire goddamn timetable. Horrible. Does... What? Hang on. Why? Okay, so this is 24-hour time. It starts at 5 AM. And then at the end, it has midnight. And then 2 AM, 3 AM, 4 AM. Why? That's a weird choice. Like, I do not understand why you would have the schedule start from 5 a.m. if there are earlier trains. Okay, let's jump down to car B. There is outer stuff on car A that I've missed. There's a lot of stuff that I've missed. Okay. Car B, we have missed seat frames. Where? This one. Aha! We have also missed double seat frames. This one. I don't see where the... Oh! Tiny little nooks there. Oh! Yeah, that's a bit that I missed. What else? Inner door cab lock. This. Inner double door grab rails. 2 of them. This one. And this one. Inner window. This one apparently. I will get all of these. Outer windows. Okay, so we're now going to the outer section. Down the very end. Amy, hello, hello. We are indeed back to Power Wash. They have released a couple of new levels, so I'm getting them done. Standing seats. We're going back inside. Which standing seats? This one. Yes, the rot. There we go. So how's your day going, Amy? Okay. We have finished car B. Now, let's do the exterior of car A. I like trains. Outer vestibule door frame. Is that like this way? No. Is that this? Aha! Outer double door windows. This one. Come on. Get it. There we go. Car kicked the bucket. Oh. That's always a rough one. Outer double door buttons. This button. Inner double door frames. How did I get 1% on the like, that's an interior thing. Ah, well. Lovely. Dirt everywhere. Yeah. So, any clue what went wrong with the car? Just very old and broke down over time, or a specific thing that can be fixed? The used car park, it looks like the inside of this train. Oh boy. Just full of shit. Absolutely full of it. Nothing but. There we go. Muckingham Fire Department Celebration. Muckingham Fire Station, Main Street. Come celebrate the Muckingham Fire Department for all their hard work and get up close and personal with their amazing vehicles. Subsidized barbecue. Cool. The axle connected to the transmission essentially broke, and anything connected to the transmission going out is essentially death. Because of how it broke, it keeps the front wheels from actually shifting into drive and moving. Oh, yeah, that's a rough one. I mean, I guess at least it's not something that, like, prevents brakes from working. That would have been a worse one to discover. I don't know too much about cars, I will be honest, but any sort of damage, I feel like it's always a real bad time. Took it to a shop to get your brakes repaired and as they were wheeling the car out, that axle broke. Huh. And I'm guessing in the US, if something breaks while it's at a mechanic's shop, it's still your full obligation to deal with it. I don't know how that would work in Australia, actually. Like, I don't know whether it'd be a thing of, like, well, the shop had possession of it when it broke, and they do not have any evidence that it was pre-existing wear, so they would repair it, or would it be that it's more likely you'd have to be able to prove or give some reason to believe that it would have been in fine condition before it went into the shop? Yeah. Essentially, their job was done when it went. Cool. That's a great time. Just, yeah. Pay for this thing, and then the entire car is now scrap. Lovely. Depends on the situation and if Flex can prove they broke it. Yeah, fair enough. I have no clue who Flex is, but I assume it's like the either insurance or legal dealings with cars or whatever. But yeah, as with all legal things, burden of proof is on the accuser. Visit the Muckingham Merman and the mysterious Eternal Beam, hypnotizing folks from all over the world, east side of the Maukaitu Desert. Car had a bunch of minor hiccups here and there. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's just real nasty timing of getting one thing fixed and then that happening. I would be so pissed. Not at the mechanics, reasonably, just at the world. Okay, if we stand here, everything's done. If we stand here, nothing's done. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to be mad at the situation, even if you know that no person is at fault. I've had times where I've been very appreciative of people having that attitude. Just, the situation sucks and I am angry, but I will not take it out on you because you had no control over this. Just working in customer support. Some customers can be rather unreasonable. Some of them are people that I can be very thankful for. Just much more reasonable about their problems. Made it to Muckingham. Good on you, Harper. What a lush trip. Reminded me how much is out there. I swear I've finished this poll. There we go. There we go. Ever consider taking work beyond Muckingham? Well, that, Harper, is for Power Wash Simulator 2. Yes. Everyone who works in customer service is very appreciative of anybody who just understands that. You have a plan, so you should be able to get a new car by the end of the week. That's pretty good. I'm guessing you mean the end of the week as in next week, not like today or tomorrow. The music stopped. Hang on. I am still watching YouTube, yes. We still want the music. Oh, it is this weekend. Okay. You've gotten access to a new car very quickly then. This game gets so quiet, and there's no background things going on. Get that handle. Or not. Sure. I'll just finish this segment first and then find a new angle. Okay, I think I've finished that area. Now, is this handle done? It is. Oh. You work well with your back against the wall. Yeah, that's fair. Meanwhile, my headphones have been on the brink of falling apart for a couple of months now. Like, the wire itself is barely holding together. I probably won't even... I'm probably not even going to be buying a new cable for it until this one completely breaks. What's this? The Championship Tournament. Z Games. Can the Muckingham Massive defend their title? Come see the Kickflip Kings, Friday, August 8th, Muckingham Skate Park. The headphones are still working surprisingly well for having the cable be on the brink of falling apart. Plus they are both wired and wireless. Actually, I haven't synced the Bluetooth on them to this new computer though. So if the cable does go out, the headphones do as well until I get the Bluetooth connected. But then it's a matter of how long their battery lasts, so I'd still be having to buy a new cable ASAP. Not that I really use my headphones. Is that maybe a clue of when they're releasing Power Wash 2? It could be. It is meant to release this year, as far as I can remember. So, yeah, it could be planned for August 8th, and they're just not committing to anything yet, because it may need more time. I wouldn't put it on a game theory. Like, it's not much to go on. Actually, no. It's barely anything to go on, so it probably would be perfect fit for a game theory video. Curious to know how they'll handle that game. I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty much the same, just with some significant changes that wouldn't work being implemented into this one. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had changed, like, the soap and how that works, because I feel like not many people would use soap as it is. If you connected dots, other people have too. Fair, but also have other people actually read any of these posters? Or am I the only one who is deranged enough to actually look at the posters? Yeah, it'll probably be a lot of quality of life. A fair few new maps to start with, and then I expect they will stop putting out new maps for this one and start putting them all into the second one. Like, they've already toned down the amount of maps that they're releasing for this one, which I'm sure is because they're just dedicating that time and effort to maps for the second one when it releases. There's going to be people who complain about abandoning this game for the new one, saying that it's just a money grab and they've sold out, wanting to sell more copies of the same game. I strongly disagree. Like, I will jump the gun on that. They've made far more content than my money's worth in this game. They deserve the money for a second game. And, like, yes, there's also been the paid DLCs, but I will note, all paid DLCs are things that include, like, content based on other and like settings, I guess, copyrights. Like, everything that is purely Power Wash is free, as far as I can remember. It is when they have other things, such as like Shrek or Final Fantasy, that is when they included paid DLCs. Probably because the owners of said copyrights said, we want a cut, and the devs had to go, I guess there'd better be a cut. SpongeBob? Yep, SpongeBob happened. Warhammer? That happened as well. They've done a lot of wild ones. Wallace and Gromit just recently. Watch the skies! Join Caldera County's UFO Watchers Society. New members night, first Monday of every month. Meet us out in the Malka Aitu Desert. There will be marshmallows. What's that? CCUFOWS. CCUFOs. You'd believe there's only so much one can DLC into a game. Yeah. I mean, base level. The maps themselves, I don't know if there will be any significant changes. Like, the way they work the maps, I feel like they've already put a lot of work into how maps are made and how it works. So I don't know if there'll be any changes on that. You could theoretically continue making new maps forever until you run out of creativity. But the bigger concern would be things that don't fit this engine. I don't actually know if this uses a pre-made engine or if they made their own. It would not surprise me if they made their own, because they've done amazing work on literally everything else as well. Like, I think the only downside I have ever noted with this game... Well, no, okay. The only worthwhile downside, thing that's actually valid. Lack of music. The game has a music slider, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let me double check that. Audio. Music. It's got a music slider. But there is no music in the game. Why do we have this slider? It just confuses me. I'd be fine with either having music or having no music slider. But also, like, you did a Wallace and Gromit one, and you didn't even have any sign of the Wallace and Gromit music. Come on. Games are like commissions. When you add more into a game, there's only so much you can have the artist put in before it's just too much. Yeah... I agree and disagree with that statement. Because it depends on what you are adding. With something like this, if you are adding only new levels, then you can add as many levels as you can have the creativity to think of. The game will never suffer from having more levels so long as you have good ideas for the levels. And moving from game 1 to game 2, you will still need those new ideas. You can't just recycle much from the original. It's when you're adding new mechanics that you start having to think about whether you're adding too much. Looking for a feline friend? Or looking for your lost cat? Contact the Crab Bay Cat Reunification. Let's try that again. Contact the Crab Bay Cat Reunification Initiative. 459 312 679. Okay. So, what am I missing? Some bench seat cushions. Here we go. More bench seat cushions. Over here. Some seat dividers. This one. Oh, there we go. What else? Emergency alarm casings. Right here. Oh, apparently that door handle too. Inner cab door frame. Where? I am tracking it. Inner cab door frame. Ah, okay. Here we go. There we go. Inner cab door window. There we go. Okay. Inner double door buttons. These ones, apparently. Oh, we apparently just didn't finish these doors either. Inner double door grab rails. Which one? Hopefully Power Wash 2 has crossplay. Yeah, that would be nice. There we go. Plug sockets, standing seats, and inner walls. That plug socket. Standing seats. This one. No? Hang on. Oh. Right, that's the cushion, this is the seat. Right. And now, inner walls. It's this wall here. Aha. Job done. Yes, my lord. This is... Well, this is one hell of a... Okay, there we go. That was a hell of a... replay. Power Wash Services. Amazing stuff. You can consider your work here well and truly complete. Congratulations, Bella. And now, the Sculpture Park. Darcy. Jetsmith, come hither with your suds of wonder. The clouds have passed overhead, and the moment is now. The moment is always now. Start. But yeah, crossplay would be nice. Because it would be nice. I don't know how difficult it is to implement. You have come. Yes, Darcy. I have. I am here. Please, purge my work of this dirt. My imposter syndrome made manifest. Okay. I hope none of the graffiti is yours. Yes, you guessed correctly. I have done this to myself. Oh. Okay. Sure thing, dude. I know that feel. Sometimes you just want to trash everything you've ever done. It happens. Most people don't act on it, though. I guess he didn't really break anything, he just threw dirt on it. He might be going through it, yeah. He might be, that's for sure. I haven't finished cleaning the inside of it. There we go, now I have. Focus on one piece at a time. Okay, the inner and outer sections of each sculpture piece are separate. Good to know. Well, maybe some of the smaller ones. Like, if there's smaller ones, they might just be a single object. Block. Be gone. Time is a mere concept. Up. Come on. Up. There we go. There are footprints up here. He's been up here walking around after making all the mess. Ah. Who needs time when you can clean? Yes. Time is not a necessary concept, unless you are a speedrunner, or doing one of the challenges for this game. Challenges are not in my interest, though. Let's just get the top of this while I'm here. There we go. Yes. Oh my god, there's so many things. That's a giant gnome. Okay, this level might take us a while. Challenges depend on the game. Yeah. Like, I will enjoy some challenges, but the challenges have to be like, apply more skill. Or just like, be more careful. With this one, the challenges are just do it fast or do it with the least amount of water possible. And that doesn't really interest me. Dude was real careful about this, like, smeared dirt everywhere, but very carefully made sure not to affect the ghost. Oh, be gone, ghost. Haunting fixed. Okay, I haven't finished the inner section of this one yet. Ah. I'm going to need to get up top again. Challenge, be good at your job. Yeah, that's a challenge every day. Everyday life, that one. I wish I got extra rewards for it. But yeah, the sorts of challenges I like are... I guess one good example is the Thief games, where you can have challenges of like, collect this amount of money, collect this specific item, don't kill anyone. Just like parts of the game that are adding a bit more... They're adding more steps, more to do and more to think about, but not adding a limitation. Okay, the don't kill anyone challenges are technically adding a limitation, yes, but at the same time, if you know the Thief games, you probably aren't meant to be killing anyone. You're a thief, not a killer. Real rough ones though are don't knock anyone out. That becomes real rough, because you can't even blackjack them. I'm now thinking of the one... You take items, not lives. Damn right! I'm thinking of the one Futurama quote, the Bender one. I'll go make my own thief with blackjack and hookers, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure, Thief already has both of those things. Not blackjack is in the game, but it's got a blackjack in it that you use regularly. And I would be surprised if there weren't ever hookers in it. None that you actually interact with, but you'd probably find, like, a note about them, and you'd be stealing, like, their purse of savings, and then you'd feel bad about it, because you just stole what little savings a person had managed to make from a task that is not something they would ever want to be doing. That's just the way of Thief. Thief games just... You feel good and then you feel bad and then you feel good again. Us, 2001. A moment within a moment. A through line. A for you line. We are caught, snagged, secured, suckered. Two happy fish in a net. Sure. Sure thing, Darcy. Gacha luck is god tier. I mean, is it, Mel? Is it actually good luck? 'Cause from what you said earlier, you're playing a gacha simulator, and it doesn't involve any actual currency. So, is it god tier luck? Or have you just gone for that long that probability has finally worked out? Ever heard of Crime Scene Cleaner? Oh, I think so. I think it's the same one I'm thinking of, where, like, it's essentially a house flipper, but you're cleaning up the crime scenes. First person? I think it's the one that I'm thinking of. There are a a couple of games that I can think of that can be considered crime scene cleaning. Though one of... No, there's only two I can think of. And one of them is a top-down thing. But yes, crime scene cleaner is one that I have heard of and seen some of. I'd probably play it at some point. Just gotta actually pick it up and have the time for it. The edge. There we go. This as well. Okay. Ramp next. I am glad I have the powerful galoshes. Non-slip. Otherwise I'd be slipping and sliding on this wet slope. I see you, Mel. Viscera isn't really... Viscera cleanup isn't really a crime scene cleanup, though. It's... there's not really crime scenes happening there, it's just action games that you're cleaning up after, essentially. Or action movies. Both happen. And horror movies, actually. There's a couple of levels that are horror movies. The enigmatic wave-like sculptures represents the birth of an idea. Dude, I've already moved on from that one. Why is it taking you this long to explain it to me? The waves symbolize my subconscious mind and its fraught thought process. The balls are the ideas themselves. As you can see, this one is about to be born. What? There are no balls in these waves. Wait, it's that one. In this instance, the idea... I missed it! Give me the dialogue. This one. In this instance, the idea being born is the idea to make a sculpture about the birth of an idea. Oops. Still stealing bodies and I can't stop you. I mean, I could very easily stop you in our multiplayer games. Like, all I have to do is take them out of the box and burn them. You would never even know, because the box would stay shut. But I don't know, because I can't be bothered. Heard about that one, just loads of bad things happen and now make it not like that. Yeah, pretty much. Like, they've got all the typical settings where everything is bad. Like, they'll have a research center where an alien got loose and killed a bunch of people, and then a super soldier went in and slayed the aliens. So now you just have to go in and clean up all the blood, and bullet holes, and bodies, and fix all the machines. Viscera Cleanup is still a pretty damn good game though. What's this? Hew unhewn. We do not begin our journey as a grey and dull tabula rasa, but as a glowing crystal of light, primed for a life of pure brilliance. Hang on. Finish cleaning the podium, or plinth. Didn't the aliens also just like mass produce all over the walls? In one of the levels, yeah. There's a few levels with aliens. Clean plinth. There we go. Now, for the crystal. That's going to be a bit... Oh my god, okay. The crystal is, as you would think, crystalline. And it's got weird angles, so I've got to make sure that I get all the angles. This is a very smooth edge to it, though. Why is one of the edges all smooth and then the others all carved and cut and jagged? I guess it was too much work to carve the entire thing. That is what I will decide. Arbitrarily labeling this artist as lazy. Give me longer. More reach. Crystal sculpture section cleaned. Another section. I'm going to need a ladder. Where are the ladders? There. Ladder! No. Ladder! Pretty rock is pretty. Yeah. That's... I guess that's one way to think of it. Wow, that's a sharp point! Up, up, up. 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 Dude made this thing as like a murder weapon. Let's see, let's finish the walls on this. The handrail there is also going to need cleaning. Don't need the extension anymore. Missed everything under this lip because I was on the chair. Oh. Not doing badly with progress on this one either. Go. Let's get the seat, the bench or whatever. The underside of it is almost, yep, it's most assuredly going to be covered in dirt as well. Now this artist did this to his own works. So, how the hell, like, how long did it take him to be this thorough with applying dirt to every surface? Okay, let's get the floor for this section as well, I guess. And then go back to the other one that I've done and do the floor for that as well. Oh god, that's dense grime on that pink surface. Hey. Much easier if I turn off the aim. There we go. I need water. There we go. Remember to hydrate. Hydration is important. This is a big floor. Big floors. What's this one? Come home, Seymour, 1997. You flew high, Seymour, all the way to Akasha. Why have I ne'er seen you since? You, who now know all. I made you and gave you purpose. Return to me. Okay. So this is a sculpture of Seymour, I guess, which is like an animal balloon or something that flew away and the artist is overly dramatic about. It's only got 2 legs. You'll get tea eventually. Yeah, so long as you're drinking something hydrating. There. Hydrate or dihydrate, as they say. There we go. Now, let's get this floor segment as well. This one's done. So now we go here. Oh, I missed a turn. Relatively small floor segment for this one. The music has stopped again. There we go. I wish I had a way to stop YouTube from doing the whole "are you still watching" thing. Just like, yes, I want this to continue for 3 hours. Do not interrupt. go. Move this ladder. Yeah, alright, let's do this floor segment next. Because I can. Already done all that, so that's all good. Spin it this way. Doing the floors early on is something you should not be doing if you actually had mud flow. But I do not. When I power wash something, it ceases to exist. So we can start down low if we want. Trying to think of topics to talk about and realizing just how boring my life is. I do not have topics. My thoughts are work, stream, sleep. Work for a week, stream for a day, sleep. My favourite tea. I don't have a lot of variety to the teas that I drink. The only thing that I really drink is peach. What is it? Peach and pineapple red seal tea. Which, like, most people will probably hear peach and pineapple and think that's a very weird idea. But fruity teas are something I love. Regular teas that, like, actual... Hang on, I didn't clean these handrails. Oh. Regular teas, I just find way too bitter. But fruity teas? Hell yeah. Delicious. Peach and lemonade. Ooh. Yeah, they've got to get that balance of sweet and sour, or tangy, or whatever you want to call it. Just when they get that balance right, it's so good. Okay, that's this side of the rails. I also drink coffee about as much as I drink tea, and yet I don't really know anything about coffee either. Like, there've been times where someone has been getting coffee for a group, and they've been asking what everyone wants. The only term I know is flat white. I don't know what else is available with coffee. It's coffee. Coffee is coffee. Doesn't need to be complicated. You don't drink coffee. Fair enough. It's not for everyone. The curious animalistic sculpture is my spirit animal, Seymour. Right. Every night in my dreams, I send him off to the astral plane to mine the Akashic records for inspiration. When he finally manages to find his way home, you can expect my work to go stratospheric. Right. The closest you'll get is espresso, but you don't like the taste, so you usually mix it with hot chocolate. Have to be really tired. Fair enough. What do we do next? I guess let's clean this pink floor section. Decaf, no caffeine, latte, milk, coffee. There are more, but you have no idea what they are. Fair enough. I mean, don't most coffees have milk though? Like, a flat white is a milk-based coffee. Well, okay, no, it's probably both milk and water. I guess maybe a latte is only milk or something like that. The little ledge. Latte is specifically milk, so it's only milk. Fair enough. Used to know how to make the different milk-based coffee drinks because working at Barnes & Noble. Fair enough. When it's your job, it's your job. Down there. There we go. And floor. Excellent. Yeah, let's clean around the outside base, sure. Yeah, like I generally just make my own coffee. Like, we have pre-ground beans, or whatever. Coffee grounds, or whatever you call them. So I just make my own, which has led to me knowing how to make the coffee that I like, but not knowing what anything is called. More of a tea drinker, yeah. Okay. I will drink coffee in the morning, when I am still half asleep. Not even because it wakes me up, but because I like it more. Then I don't know why. I will still enjoy coffee when I'm fully awake, but I enjoy it more when I've just woken up. Tea I will drink pretty much any time, especially after a stream, because, like, I'm not built to talk much. I am not a talky person. I don't know how I became a streamer at all. So, after streaming for several hours and talking as much as I can, I try not to have long periods of silence, even though they do still happen sometimes. After talking for a long time, my voice gets rather sore. And that is when the tea really comes in. Tea and lozenges. Most streamers are introverts. Yeah, because if we were extroverts, we'd be going out and doing things and meeting people instead of this. I may even be on the more introvert scale of streamers, because like most streamers, or a lot of streamers that I know of, will be like, lots of viewers, this is good. Meanwhile, I'm here like, 3 viewers is good. 3 viewers is comfy. I don't have to be super stressy. Oh, ladder in the way. Be gone, ladder. That's probably not why. No. Had I even Okay, I do think you made the profile picture for me before I started streaming. I'm pretty sure you made the thing first. But like, I would not become a streamer to show something off. I'm just here to, I guess, have some sort of social aspect in my life, while also justifying my love of games. I can justify buying a bunch of cheap games if I'm going to stream them. Surely, even though I make 0 income from streaming and it's just a hobby. Mayhaps it's escapism. No. Like, my life doesn't suck or anything. Video games alone would be enough for escapism. I think it is just a social thing where, like, it gives me a chance to interact with people at a level that I'm comfortable with. Yeah, it's just socialization, sharing something I enjoy. Showing off the things that I've seen and thought were neat. Speaking of things I think are neat, the Tainted Grail games. I've not played the new Tainted Grail. I've barely played the original, but I do want to play more of it. What I think is particularly neat about it is the devs had absolute balls to completely change. Okay, I thought for a moment I was floating. They had some massive cojones to completely change the genre of the game between the first and second game. They went from like a tactical, if I remember right, card-based battle game, roguelike thing, and turned the second game into an RPG with oh my god, I'm forgetting the term. Immersive sim, that's the one. With immersive sim elements. So just like, they did a complete change on that genre, and I respect them for it. I am very glad to hear I make a difference to both of you. Like, it's good to know that my streams are actually positive to people. Let's see. Man of 1,000 faces. You have 1,000 aspects, all of them facing inwards. Come outside sometime. You might enjoy yourself and see what I've made. Okay then. Yes, chill vibes are the best. I do think streaming as a whole, the more energetic, enthusiastic people have more popularity, they're more successful, but I don't want to do that. I do what I do, and sometimes have moments where I niche out and just stop talking. Not for long, but it happens. I guess that there are some games where I get much more animated. With... Are there any examples I can think of? The really high energy games, like Just Shapes and Beats, I think I get more animated with. But any game where I can be chill, I want to be. Like this. If you were super excited and energetic while playing this, I would be disgusted with you, because that is wrong. Power wash is power wash. You should be calm and like sleepy by the end of it. Tend to lean more. Okay. Tend to lean more toward tend to lean toward more chill, relaxed people. Chaotic streams have their place, but you like the peace that comes with low energy. That's something I respect greatly as well. Like, I understand that feeling. The reason I laughed was Mel. You're not animated. You're not even a PNG. Yeah. Yeah. Nor do I think I ever will be. I am a voice streamer. I don't really... Well, okay. I do have an image. This one. So there is, like, an image. But I don't think I'm ever going to be anything like a VTuber or anything. And I would be very surprised if I ever used a webcam either. Not for any, like, big reason. Like, did I just hear an echo? I'm sure I've got my stream muted, so I shouldn't be getting any echoes. I think I'm just insane. Yeah, like, there's not really any big reason. I know that having a face to relate to does help people with streams, but I just don't feel like it. The megalith is a 1/10 model of the house in which I shall see out my final days. That. It will be colossal, made from marble, and float 10 feet in the air due to magnetic repulsion. Marble is not magnetic, though? The magnets will be powered by a solar farm the size of Suds East City, which will replace Suds East City. Okay. What we can imagine, we can manifest. You're going to need a lot of money for that though, mate. Usually pretty chill when gaming. There are games that you get animated for. Yeah, there's just gotta be some games like that where they just don't... They don't work when you're chilled out. You imagine me in Canada. You mean an ice block? Or maybe just a frozen corpse? I'm not surviving Canada. I hardly survive Australian winters. And those don't even go negative. What was I thinking? Oh, right. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd ever be one to VTube. I don't plan to ever have a face cam either. Not because I want to hide my face or think I'm ugly or anything like that, but just because I don't think... Like, I am an average-looking person. I don't think having my face on things would improve the appeal at all. That is something you are wrong on, though. Like, appearance-wise, I am average. Energy-wise, I am adorable. Like, my existence is adorable, everyone should love me. But my appearances are average. Yeah, I guess you can have that opinion, sure. Feel free to think that I look good. Everyone has the right to be wrong. My own personal brand of body positivity. Yeah, I'm average looking. Don't give a damn. Don't care. I look as I need to. Be cleaned. There we go. Yeah, sure, let's clean the monolith first. Or next, rather. Well, that's a word there, Mel. Sure, that can be a word, fine. If the youth these days can use literally to mean, like, figuratively, they can literally use the word literally to mean figuratively, which is the opposite of literally, then sure, anything can be words. So long as the meaning can be understood, it is words. Well, no, okay. So long as the meaning can be understood and it is a verbal or written set of information, then it can be words. Not everything that can be understood is words, because sometimes it's actions. But sometimes actions are words, when you have sign language. Okay, maybe anything that can be understood and have meaning can be words. Keyword being can. On a good day you say you're super special awesome. Yeah. I don't really know how I praise myself. I know I do praise myself. I do not have low self-esteem, I will tell you that. Like, I'm fucking awesome. Anyone who disagrees is wrong. But I guess that's how I praise myself. I affirm my awesomeness. Sometimes actions have consequences and you are suffering the consequences. Are these the consequences of saying that about me? Are you feeling regret and embarrassment now for creating such a word? Yeah. Self-praise is something that many people struggle with, I think, and would be much better off if they were to do well with it. Because, like... Okay. In my opinion, your opinion of yourself holds an extremely high significance. I was going to say that your opinion of yourself is more important than others' opinions of you, but that isn't necessarily true. The opinion that is the most accurate is the most important. And I say it like that because there are some fucking psychos out there who think that they're doing good things when they are horrible people. And their opinion that they are doing good things is not valid. But on the other hand, there are people out there who are doing good things and thinking that they're shit. They're worthless, and their opinions are not valid about themselves. And then on yet another hand, this is dirt. Yeah, okay. On yet another hand, there are people out there who are more like myself, where we're decent people, we do decent things. We may not be amazing, but we have positive thoughts of ourselves, and anyone who thinks that we are not amazing is trash, and can go get stuffed. The consequences are you being allergy sick, the actions going outside. That kinda sucks. But on the other hand, why would you go outside? To touch grass? No, never. Grass is for the fools. Yeah, just here and vibe is a pretty good one. Like, that's the stage you hit where you're past the worst of things. You're able to embrace neutrality, and it leads in to positivity. Can't deal with grass, triggers your allergies. Dear God. Okay. I am very thankful that I don't have a grass allergy. At the same time, while it's not an allergy, I do have an adverse reaction to water. Not drinking it, I can drink water just fine. Skin contact with water can cause me to break out in a rash. It's about 50-50 on whether I do. Showering sucks. So your grass allergy gets worse in spring. That's interesting. I am surprised you've heard of the water one before, Amy. Like, I've heard of people who are legitimately allergic to water. Like, the one I've got is seemingly a genetic one, where, like, my father has the same issue, and both of us apparently developed it around, like, the age of 15. Like, when he was 15, he started getting the issues. When I was 15, I started getting the issues. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone else having those problems. Let's see. Grass itself isn't too bad for you, it's the pollen on it. Oh, okay. So I guess pollen drifts down and piles on the grass. Spring, summer is your weakness. Fall it gets better, but the moment spring or summer rolls around, you have to pray you can isolate yourself. Jesus. Yeah. I think autumn's probably my favourite season. I don't have a solid reason like you of having the allergies. I just like it. But all this black tar paint stuff is so... It's like stuck on there. Get off. There we go. You try not to go out a lot in spring or summer because the pollen levels get really high, and you like fall because it's the perfect between weather of hot and cold without the death that comes with spring. Yeah, I think that's probably my stance too. It's the balance between hot and cold. Though, for Australia, it's... Australian seasons are more like summer, hot summer, summer, cold summer. Okay, home sweat home. Through one's own toil, the home and homemaker become one. Yes. Through one's own toil. The part of the US that gets all seasons. Yeah, I think like the southern parts of the US may actually have it worse than Australia. Because like I'm towards the north of Australia as well. So I've got the warmer weather. But I think the US's southern areas are worse off. Okay. This... Spring is the balance of fall, autumn. No, spring is the balance and fall/autumn is unbearably cold. Oh, okay. Sucks to be you in Canada then. I'm getting to the end of autumn now, I think. What is it? January, February, March, April, May. No. we're getting to the end of... Yeah, autumn. Yeah. We're getting to the end of autumn right now. And cold days here are still, like, in the 10s. Australian weather is... Australian. Dang it. Where did that ladder go? Where did that ladder go? It was from here. Well, that one then. I just ate a ladder. In Canada, you're either very cold or, God save me, I'm on fire levels of hot. Fair enough. How did the ladder get here? It's around a corner. When you were living a bit further north, winter could get really bad, especially close to the coast. I could have sworn being closer to the coast was better for temperature differentials, because when you're closer to the coast there's less change. I guess I might be getting that wrong. God. If this man ever does make this as a house, and he does this to it, I don't think anyone is going to be willing to clean it up for him. 10 times the size. Yeah. Temperature's getting really low in the winter nights by the coast. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how physics works. I could have sworn that, like, the ocean retained more heat than soil does. But I'm probably just wrong. And completely misremembering that. You thought of moving to Canada when you were younger, but they're having issues of their own. They're having their own issues, and the US isn't really making people like them. Yeah. I think everywhere has its own issues. When considering somewhere you want to go, you sort of have to consider where the issues are least concerning to you personally. Like if you were going to move to Australia or something, you would have to be able to deal with bugs. If you have a phobia of insects, do not go to Australia. Like, the cities aren't that bad, but there's still bugs. The deadly ones aren't around in cities, so that's fine. Colder currents tend to build up closer to water, but the North Atlantic tends to lean colder. Ah, okay. A massive phobia of bugs, especially spiders. Ah, the music has stopped. You are right now. Hang on. Continue music. Yeah, a lot of people don't deal well with spiders. I think I may be a bit of a weirdo. I'm not the type to be like, oh, I would keep spiders as pets. But I do have, like, there'll be spiders in my room, and there'll be big ones, and my stance on it is, so long as they don't touch me, I'm fine with it. And knowing spiders, 99% of them will not touch me. That said, some spiders are kind of cute. Like this one's going to be a real weird opinion that almost nobody will ever agree with in the entire universe. I think daddy longleg spiders are kind of cute. They're just such big dogs. They're not even big, they're just gangly, and they wobble around. Like, when they're just standing still, they wobble still. They're kind of adorable. Someone agrees somewhere. Yeah, but that someone is probably also a weirdo. Other than daddy longlegs, there are the stereotypical cute spider options. Like jumping spiders. You would think, jumping spiders, that sounds horrifying. They're tiny, adorable, and do not bite. And they've just got these, like, heartfelt eyes. Like puppy dog eyes. They're just so cute. Anyone who doesn't have a problem with spiders, like no phobia, and sees an actual good picture of a jumping spider, they will know. I don't have a shadow, but the ladder does. Cool. Wait, do I need that ladder? No. It was in the way. There we go. I believe I'm finished with this sculpture now. Get this corner done. Yeah, okay, Mel's backing up my point. Mel is scared of spiders and yet would be chill with jumping spiders. They are tiny little things, but they do not bite. They're just chill little friends. Which, to be fair, most spiders are. I'll say that. Like, the vast majority of spiders are little friends and do not want to bite you. If a spider does bite a person, odds are very high that that spider is very scared and feeling very threatened. Like, it's probably thinking, oh god, this giant monster is trying to eat me. What do I do? The one thing I can do, bite it. And to be fair to spiders, if a giant thing picked me up unexpectedly out of my house or anything, I'd probably bite it too. I don't have venom to make my bites hurt more, but I'd still bite it. Finally, the bearded figure in the corner is my father. The gnome, eyes closed in disappointment, arms tucked behind his back, aloof and superior. He was very sensitive about his poorly defined eyebrows. Yes? Hence his large pointed hat, a distraction device. Okay then. That's the floor. Sign. Come on. Get the sign. There we go. The eye of poor us. Was the eye of Horus ever for us? Or us? Horus? Horus? Our vision of the holy is holy. Gaps in our perception prevent the manifestation of the vision. A spider jumped at you once and you freaked out so hard. Yeah. It's probably understandable for you to get freaked out by a spider jumping at you. My guess would probably be that the spider didn't even comprehend your existence. It just went, oh, that's something I can stand on to get a vantage point. No, Mel. Horus like the Egyptian god. You'd like to get a cute spider in a big case for it to build a nest in and all that fun stuff. Here's the one issue with that, Mel. If you ever had any sort of thing go wrong, and it escaped containment, you would become a crying baby. Also, I can never remember if Horus is meant to, like, H-O-R-U-S. Is it meant to be pronounced like Horus? Or is it meant to be pronounced Horus? From that sign, where it was equated to the phrase "poor us," I feel like it's meant to be Horus. This thing feels like it's making no progress. That's because it's made up of a bunch of different parts and I'm not focusing on any particular part. So, like, I'm going to hit a point where this one just goes ding 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 ding. There's one. There's two. Three. What have I missed on this one? Is there a side there? No. There. 4. 5. 6. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's gotta be 6. 3 on the bottom. That one curves around the top as well. And then 3 on the top. Okay, so there's 6. Okay. We are making progress. There is 1 art piece and 1 big bench left. Was there ever... like, did I read this? Yes, 1,000 faces. These two levels have taken a lot more time than I was expecting. Like, I thought we may finish these, like, within an hour or two. It's been 2.5 hours now, and I'm not done yet. It's one of the... yeah, I'd say it's one of the glories of this game. Like, it does not need a huge amount of diversity or special events or anything for it to consume a lot of time. Focus on the floor first around this thing, I think, and then I'll get the actual bench. Start with the top of the bench and then the underside. So while I'm going around here, I can get all the legs and everything. Well, somewhat. I will be doing the legs again when I go around for the top of the bench. Almost there. There we go. Floor. And now bench. Oh, the bench is broken up into a bunch of smaller benches. That's lovely. Makes this much easier. Okay. I'm going to have to get around the lip on the inside of it as well. Well, that's fine. We get all the legs first. Oh no, what have I missed on you? Oh. There we go. Okay, now there we go. Now we have only the waves and its floor. Let's get the sign first. Make sure that we actually finish cleaning it first so that I don't forget to after reading. There we go. The fraught process. The mind gurgles and bubbles. Nope, gurgles and burbles. But where there's bubble, there's trouble. Where there's froth, there's sloth. Then along comes a pop, and all is forgiven. Okay, let's get the floor first. I think green is doing the job. You know what? This is multi-purpose. Might as well use soap. It's a little bit faster than just using the water, even if it does run out pretty quickly. Refill. This surface specifically being multi-purpose is kind of unfortunate, because it means we can't use most of the other soaps, or any of the other soaps really. And that's out. The statue is plastic though, so I'll be able to use soap on that. We got a good portion of the floor done though. Soap did its job. So close. 94% done. Get that little nook while I see it. There we go. Get onto the edge of the sculpture. Still 94% done. Come on. 95. We've got 5% to go. Floor is done. Let's use the plastic soap. Plastic cleaner. We only get 1 litre of this. So let's make it count. Control. Controlled bursts. Which just means I'm going to have to go over the entire thing again with water, because I'm going to be leaving massive patches. Go. We are now out of useful soaps. And this one has some real tough grimes as well. evil. Sure, let's go round the base, get all the base done, so that I can then just stand up and do things from the ground, from a standing position. It is sectioned though. The undersides first. Don't get distracted. There are many little nooks that cannot be reached if I stand. I must focus on clearing those first. Which I think I might have done. Yeah. Wait, no, not quite. Okay. Now I should be able to do the rest. Bubbles. Bubble, 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 bubble. Maple. I was not expecting any music with lyrics here. I thought I had selected a playlist that was instrumentals. Well, I guess if there are words, it's fine. You've moved on to Ayato in your weird Genshin wish simulator. I don't know if they have changed over any banner. Amy. Mel has been playing some sort of false wishing thing where it's not actually in Genshin. They have a problem. I'm just going to say it. Mel, your family are all very worried about you here. We've been hearing you say some strange things about Genshin. The Genshin community worries you. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, any gacha community should be worthy of worry. Brain needs more than one thing to focus on. Yeah, that's understandable. I personally like to have like a video playing while I'm playing games or reading manga or anything like that. Let's see. I missed anything on the outside? Only the top. Okay. This little bit there. Okay. Now we just need to get on top of this. We're so close. 99%. Now, am I going to finish this and there will just be some random little segment of one of the other pieces that I have missed? I'm sure there will be, especially with the monolith. You talk to a few people in the Wuthering Waves community and they look at you like you're insane because you play other games. I mean, Wuthering Waves isn't a bad one to dedicate themselves to, but expecting everyone to is a big expectation. Okay. What have I missed? I saw this screen. There we go. And now this blue. And that blue. Oh, it's all one. Okay, now what am I missing? Let's start from the top. Crystal sculpture section. It's this one. The underside. Boom. Gnome sculpture belt buckle. Gnome sculpture boots. Oh my god. I'm ashamed of myself for missing that. Gnome sculpture face. I really did poorly with the gnome. Large platform ramp rail. Oh. You usually have some sort of video or music in the background playing when you do something. If there wasn't, it wouldn't be Power Wash. Yep. you just need extra sound for Power Wash. I will have other things in the background no matter what I'm playing, unless the game I'm playing has real good music. So like if I was playing, let's see, I guess I'll go with the example of just Shapes and Beats. That I would not have things in the background for. Partly because the music's real good, and partly because I need to be able to react to sound, essentially. There we go. It's done. Are we down for repo tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'll have to see how I'm feeling. Work has put me back onto the phones, so I've been talking a lot all week. I may well just not be in a condition where I want to be talking. You like Wuthering Waves a lot, but your goal for the year was to cut back on gacha in general. And a lot of games have come out that you just find a lot more fulfilling to play. Yes! Just... gacha is a time eater. Any other genres, like, any other game that comes out that catches your attention should replace it. I say that, but I also play gachas. Okay. Jetsmith, you have cleansed my work, and with it, my very being. If you gave me a cucumber sandwich, I might not eat it. But were you to put one in my hand, then take it away, I would snatch it back and eat it as if it were the last sandwich on earth. Still, I wonder, is the work complete? Perhaps it has lost something through its cleaning. Perhaps. 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 Yeah, trying to spend less money on the gachas, that's fair. I do very well with spending money on gacha games and such. That guy felt some sort of way. Yeah, that's one way to describe it, and probably the only way. Yeah, I think I do well with gacha games because, like, I don't wail. If a game is going to draw, like, a lot of my time, and I'm going to enjoy it a lot, I may consider a purchase now or then, but it will never be a big purchase. It will never be a purchase of in-game currency to then spend on, like, random chance things. Essentially, I do not trust my luck, and I'm not going to gamble money on it, because dice like me, all other RNG is either indifferent or hates me. Cards hate me. Cards hate me so much. Right. With that, the timing on that worked out real well. We've only got like 6 minutes left. What? Minutes left? 6 minutes left in the stream. Yes. Knowing that you're working towards something tangible is good. A short game you could play to fill those 6 minutes. Sure. What would that be, Mel? Because if it's going to be something I have to install or such, I don't know if I've got the time for it. Installing things takes time. Let's see. This. We become what we behold. You know what? This one I probably can still install. We've only got 5 minutes. Time is getting shorter. Steam is moving slowly. I've apparently got caps lock on. We become what we behold. Hit the play button. Go Steam, go. It's downloading. It's downloading. It's installing. 4 minutes. Pause the music. I don't know if this game will have any. OBS, switch what you're capturing. This one. Games built on Chromium cannot be captured using game capture. Okay, I'll just full screen it and screen capture then. Hang on. Display capture. Okay. Select that one. Add in a color. Make it black. Because I don't want people to be able to see what time it is and know exactly where I live. That'll do. Okay, we've got 3 minutes. We become what we behold. Playtime 5 minutes. Warning: the following program contains contains scenes of snobbery, rudeness, and mass murder. Viewer discretion is advised. We become what we behold. We shape our tools, and then our tools shape us. Marshall McLuhan, misattributed. Point and click. Just some normal peeps. Crickets. Cricket. Little cricky. 3 little crickies. Okay, that's too many crickets. Okay, we don't get more. You. Ooh, nice hat. Everyone likes hats. Gross, go get a room. What? Never mind, hats aren't cool anymore. I want you when you're yelling at a square. Do you yell at squares? Crazed square attacks! Gotta catch him doing something interesting. You gotta catch who they're scared by. Okay. Circle fears squares. And this is how the media works. Gotta catch him doing something. Okay, so that was too quick. Snobbery. Come on. Too early. Damn my Twitch reactions. Squares snub circles. What are these nerds doing now? Oh. Who tunes in to watch people get along? Peace is boring. Violence goes viral. Ooh, just missed it. Circles hate squares. But he's happy at least. Squares hate circles. I missed it. Nope, got it. Squares hate circles. And every story needs a conflict, so... give the audience what they want. Okay, fine, fine. Almost everyone hates everyone. Everyone hates everyone. Dot, dot, dot. Be scared, be angry. More violence. More violence. More. Yeah, this jumped up a notch. That's for sure. Just taking any picture now just does this. The end. Created by Nikki Case. Many thanks to the playtesters. And to Patreon supporters. Many of them. Almost the end. And last but not least, thank you for playing. Almost the end. Aww. Hang on. We become what we behold. Okay. That was good and quick. So, I am going to wrap up now. If you have enjoyed, I have a Discord. This is the place where I make my announcements when I'm going live, what I'm planning to play, or if something is going to keep me from going live. Those who are here in the stream already know about this. I'm mainly just going over it in case anybody watches a YouTube VOD. Speaking of, YouTube. In case anybody watches a Twitch VOD. I have a YouTube channel where all of my VODs can be found. Twitch keeps them for about a week. After that, they are only available on YouTube. So, thank you very much for being with me today. Have a good one.